There was once a girl named Tina. She lived in the quiet halls of St. Helens College, a prestigious all-girls school known for brilliance, discipline, and secrets. But none were as strange as Tina's. Because every single day, she wore a new hairstyle. Flawless. Fresh. Perfect. Without fail. But no one ever saw her style it. Not once. Until one night, her friends decided to find out why. And what they discovered still haunts them to this day. Not everything beautiful is safe. Room 207 was where it all began. Tina shared it with her closest friends, Lara, Anita, and Rose. They laughed together, studied together, and fought over who would fetch water. But Tina was different. She never borrowed a comb. Never asked for gel. Never touched the communal mirror. And yet, each morning, her hair would shine like the moon in full. A bun on Monday, braids on Tuesday, afro puff by Wednesday. Some styles were so complicated, they would take an entire salon team hours to pull off. But Tina never left campus. She never even stayed up late. So how? Maybe she has magic fingers, Lara joked. Or a secret stylist, Rose guessed. But Anita saw more. She saw how Tina avoided mirrors. How the air would get cold when Tina passed. How, at midnight, a strange wind would blow under their door. And that was when Anita began watching. One night, when the others slept, Anita stayed awake. She laid still, eyes barely open. And just after midnight, Tina sat up. She didn't move like someone half asleep. She moved like she was summoned. Tina walked to the window, opened it, and whispered something into the night. A cold wind entered the room. And then, a shadow entered too. It didn't have a body. It didn't walk on feet. It glided. It shimmered. It hovered near Tina's head. Then it began braiding. Yes. Braiding. With fingers made of smoke and eyes that glowed like fireflies, it styled Tina's hair with ancient precision. Anita held her scream. The next morning, Tina's hair was a crown of golden thread. The girls clapped and asked, "Who did this one?" Tina smiled. "Someone who loves me." Anita told Rose and Laura everything. They didn't believe her. Until the next night. This time, they all watched. This time, they all saw it. The spirit. The smoke. The styling. And when they gasped, the spirit turned. Its eyes pierced them. It hissed. And then vanished. Tina collapsed. And in her sleep, she spoke. I promised her I'd be beautiful forever. The next morning, she was silent. Her hair had turned gray. They took her to Mama Ifioma, the school's herbalist. An old woman with eyes that could see beyond the veil. She looked at Tina, and she knew. Oh, Mama Ifioma whispered. This child has entered covenant with her will, the spirit of beauty. Long ago, when Tina was just a child, she had been mocked for her rough hair. They laughed. They bullied. And so one day, deep in the forest, Tina wept. She cried by the river, and the river spirit heard her. A wheel appeared. A beautiful, spirit woman with hair that flowed like silk. And she said, I will give you beauty, every day. But you must never use your own hands. Never look in the mirror. Never tell anyone. Tina agreed. And ever since, her hair had been perfect. But the cost. Her soul grew weaker. Her image was no longer hers. The girls pleaded with Mama Ifioma. What can we do? The herbalists gathered herbs. They would perform the rite of return. Tina must face a will. And choose. That night, under the moon, they returned to the river. They called her name. They offered her combs, oils, and silence. A wheel rose from the water. Elegant. Angry. She floated toward Tina. You promised, she said. Tina fell to her knees. I want to be free. A wheel smiled. Then give me your hair. All of it. And just like that, every strand vanished. Tina was bored. But her spirit returned. Weeks passed. Tina walked the school halls with her head high. No wigs, no scarves. Just truth. Her friends stood by her, and soon others followed. They celebrated Natural Hair Day. They told stories. They laughed. And room 207, it became a place of healing. Because beauty is not in the style, but in the soul behind it. Remember, my people, some spirits give gifts. But every gift has a price. Be proud of who you are. And never trade your soul for shine. Until next time, stay rooted in your truth.